This is Jamie Drummond for Good Food Revolution. I'm here with Stellios Boutaris. I'm sitting up here at up in the upstairs room of Malena on Avenue Road. And we've just been having a marvellous winemaker's dinner. Now, Mr. Boutaris, tell me a little bit about yourself, a little bit about your family's integration into the wine business in Greece, and why you're known as Mr. Greece.
Well, I'm not known as Mr. Greece. My father is known as Mr. Greece. He's the Pope of Greek wine because he has reinvented Greek wine. Really, you know, he went to many areas in Greece, like Santorini, where he completely changed the winemaking there. And actually, Santorini now I think is one of the most promising new wine areas of Greece, of the world.
I would agree with you there, actually.
Yeah. Well, they really make unique wine in Santorini. You know, they used to make them over-oxidized, high alcohol. They started harvesting earlier, bring out the minerality and this fantastic finesse of the wine of Santorini.
But now you're known for, now your wine estate is Kir-Yianni.
Right. The base has always been Naoussa, in the north of Greece. And when he left the 100-year-old family business, he started all over again at 54. I've been continuing that, and with a brand called Kir-Yianni. He bought again the vineyard that he had planted in the 60s, and what we're trying to do is trying to make the best of Xinomavro. Xinomavro, or Zinomavro as Anglo-Saxon would say easier, is one of the, I would say, most interesting and noble varieties of Greece and wine of the world. It's a variety that is quite similar to Pinot Noir in the growing conditions, difficult, and the wines that we make from Xinomavro are quite similar to Barolo. Actually, a lot of people
to Nebbiolo.
To Nebbiolo, right? A lot of people have said that Naoussa wines are like poor man's Barolo.
I think that's putting down the wines of Zinomavro.
Exactly. I don't know. the public will say that. Xinomavro is a variety that has a lot of potential, I think. We're finding more and more every day. It's fantastic aromatic structure and good acidity and tannins that will hold it.
Now, I found many of the wines I've tasted from Greece, from Zinomavro. I'm not pronouncing it correctly. Zinomavro.
With an X, but the X is always in Z.
I found them to be quite challenging and very, very astringent, very, very tight. Mm-hmm. How do you see that varietal being accepted into the world market?
Yeah. Well, I think what brings the Greek Revolution is a lot of work in the vineyards. Yes, absolutely. Xinomavro can be very astringent, very green, very harsh, can be very big in tannins. What we're trying to do is trying to bring all this down. The way to do it is that you really have to manage the vineyard, really bring down the yields. We've done a lot of work with the clones of Xinomavro, and now we know what to plant and where, and actually get much riper fruit earlier, smaller bunches, even-sized berries. And really get some fruit that will have the tannins, but they will be like mature tannins. You know, very often with Xinomavro you start nicely with the aromatic structure, and then you have like a hole in the middle, and then the tannins hit you in the end. What we're trying to do is trying to round up this and actually start nicely, have a round mouth, and then have a nice finish with good, strong tannins.
Now, how do you do that without the alcohol getting too high?
Well, as I said, in the beginning, what we did is that we harvested later, to get riper tannins. Mm-hmm. We're not crazy about high alcohol wines. we don't like 50,
Neither
50
are we a Good Food Revolution.
we don't like 50-degree wines. We like wines that are going to be 30 and a half. Wines that are elegant, wines that are airy, wines that have just a nice feel, you know. The way to do it now is with these clones that we have to harvest earlier, so we don't have really high alcohol level, but at the same time have good phenolic maturity.
Now, do you have to use rather modern vinification techniques to make the wines, I guess, approachable at an early age?
Well, we're not the people who will look back. I mean, we like to use technology. If technology can help you improve the wine, yes, we will do it. We don't like to overdo it, though. For 2-3 vintages, we overdid with cold soak and long extractions, and for a while we would get like marmalized wines that we're not crazy about. Now we've dropped that. The use of older oak, not only new oak, the use of not overripe fruit, the use of shorter extractions. Sonora does very well with Pizzazz. All these have actually brought up the fruit, but without having these dense marmalized flavors to it.
So, where do you see the future of Vino Mavro at Kir-Yianni?
Well, I hope it's going to be one of the wines of the world.
Now, how do we introduce these wines, which for many people are sort of unknown,
right,
into the market?
Well,
like, how do we introduce them to them?
Yeah. Well, there's no question that these wines are not do not appeal to the everyday consumer. These wines appeal to the people who are knowledgeable about wine, people who have drank a lot of Cabernet, a lot of Chardonnay, people who are willing to taste a lot of things. And well, if you ask me, the best way is that you go to a restaurant and you have people, restaurateurs sell it by the glass.
So another question I had for you was, where does Vino Mavro fit when it comes to food-wine pairings?
Well, that's something I wanted to say also about all of the Greek wines. I mean, I think one of the strong points of Greek wines are that they're very food-friendly. From Pinot Grigio, from Moscofilero, who's like Pinot Grigio of Greece, and it's very easy to drink, to Assyrtiko, which has high acidity and really can match with all sorts of food. I think Vino Mavro is also the kind of wine that you don't just sit back on your porch and drink some wine. It's rather a big food wine. I mean, it has the tannins and acidity that can match all sorts of big tastes.
When you're drinking Vino Mavro at home with your family, what kind of food would you eat in Greece?
Well, it's people think that we eat lamb in Greece every day. Well, we don't. However, having said that, it's Vino Mavro. It needs some intense taste of lamb or veal that will actually contemplate and help each other become something even better. It's not the kind of wine that I would drink with like a nice pasta or with fish, for example. Although a lot of people say that yes, it goes with fish. No, I want something big taste to it.
So you'd be speaking about a gamey dish or something
gamey,
like really
or
meaty,
lamb, or like a big steak, something that's very big.
What's the name of the thing that you have in Greece that's very akin to a haggis? And it's like all the insides of a lamb.
Oh yeah, kokoretsi.
Oh, it's kokoretsi. What's in a kokoretsi?
Well, I'm not entitled to say. No, seriously, it's all it's a lot of intestines and a lot of kidneys and
all the bits that you cannot legally put into anything else.
Exactly,
yeah.
exactly.
But I find
we don't need that every day.
But I found that was it was good with Sunzi and
well, we especially that on Easter table.
Thank you very much for joining us this evening at Good Food Revolution. I really appreciate your company this evening, and thank you for an amazing meal as well.
Thank you very much.
I look forward to seeing you again, possibly in Greece next year.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Take care.